Shazad.
Shaz. Thank you. Thank you for single-handedly making me look good and bad at the same time.
Thank you.
And then alone.
You did that to me in the beginning.
Alone by. Okay. So is that what we're doing now? Okay, I get it. I know what energy you're on now. I see.
None of it is real.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to the 30% podcast episode number 51, hosted by myself, Afam, and my amazing co-host, Sam. Sam, what's up?
What's going on? You said Afamefuna like a real Western. Afamefuna.
Wow, thanks for calling me out on the podcast. Wow, on my own platform. That's fantastic.
Being called out on your own platform is ridiculous to me, but that's fine.
It's very ridiculous. But Sam, this is our 51st episode, and do you know what that makes me think of?
Yep.
That makes me think of what's the word? Extraterrestrial activities, because this is the 51st episode, like Area 51. I hinted at this last episode. And so, knowing me, I went down a deep hole.
Knowing you.
At a deep hole. I went down the...
You went down a deep hole. Okay. That's not saying anything.
I went down the rabbit hole.
Afam went down a deep hole, everyone. The news this week. Afam goes down a deep hole.
I got stuck there.
Sorry.
So I went down a rabbit hole of Area 51 related stuff. And Sam, did you know that it's really just bureaucratic military jargon that sounds like... I don't even know if the number 51 really has any meaning.
It's probably just the name of their Studio 42, or it's just probably a random name they chose. I don't know what they're up to over there.
The place's major claim to fame is an alleged extraterrestrial technology research site. Apparently, it all started in 1947, Sam, when the Roswell Daily Record's front page headline screamed, RAAF captures a flying saucer on the ranch in Roswell. And so apparently, when that Roswell sighting happened, they took the remains of the UFO into Area 51. And the reason why people have a lot of conspiracies around Area 51 is because they think that they reverse engineer stuff with Aryan craft over there. So you see how our phones and everything, they use that technology to but mostly to advance military technology and stuff like that. So that's kind of the thing. The cover is that they just reverse engineer aircraft. That's what they do mostly over there. But that's a lie, because we know they're lying to us, Sam. That's an area of which they do obvious alien experimentation. These are some of the things.
Do you believe in aliens? That's
yes,
my question.
I do. But hold up. Before we even get into that, these are some of the things that they say they do in Area 51. The storage, examination, and reverse engineering of crashed alien spacecraft, which is what I said. Secondly, meeting or joint undertakings with extraterrestrials. So that's where they go and meet aliens, Sam. That's like their Congress. Then, thirdly, the development of exotic energy weapons for the Strategic Defense Initiative. Imagine, Sam, that's what they're doing. And then, fourthly, the development of weather control, Sam. Our weather is being controlled.
Weather has been controlled. Talk to the rain man. Our weather has already. They're not developing anything. They should go back to what do you call them? They should go back to our ancestors. Those guys control the weathers. These guys are not doing anything new. Nothing new is what they're doing. Sorry. Yeah, go on.
they also engage in the development of time travel and teleportation, as well as the development of exotic propulsion.
Is this actually funded by the government? Does it get like funding? Like, this?
Oh wait, and then hold on. This is the big one. Sam. Activities related to a shadowy one world government or the Majestic 12 organization, which you guys can research on your own.
And this is real life.
Sam.
This is real life, right? It's not a movie. It's not a book.
These are just conspiracies.
Yeah.
Do you believe in aliens, Sam? To
Not
ask your question that you asked me.
Actually, don't. I don't believe in aliens. I think.
How can you not believe in aliens?
I don't believe in aliens. I think. Well, we're going by so far, upon all the technology and all the $1 billion. I was going to say $1 billion horoscopes, $1 billion microscopes. We've still not detected anything. It's just looking very unlikely.
That's limitation, bruh. That's limited by the speed of light. Like, there's only so much we can see because there's only so much light that's getting to us. Do you get what I mean? Like, aliens observing our. Listen, aliens observing our planet, like from, let's say, 4.2 billion light years away or something crazy like that, what they'll be seeing of Earth is something completely different than what's happening now. They'll be seeing 4.2 billion light years into the past. Do you get what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, even us, we're limited. We're only limited to the light that's reaching us that we can observe.
No, but yeah, I get the light, but there also has to be planets that are habitable, so that we have to see them, and we've not found that yet. Sam,
we haven't. Like, we don't have the best capability out there, and also we occupy such a small fraction of the observable universe, and that's why they always say the word observable.
Observable, yeah. Listen, I feel that the story is just much more interesting when it's just us.
What? It's not.
Yeah. It's way more interesting when it's just us. No. And I look at the scale of the universe.
Do you watch Rick and Morty?
No, what's that?
Oh, it's an animation. Go ahead.
No.
You're saying?
No, I'm just saying, just looking at the scale of the universe and just the billions and billions of stars and the sheer size of some of them. I just find the story more interesting when it's just us. And there's been no proof to say that it's not just us. So that's my current.
But if you look at the probability, Sam, are you a scientific man?
I'm not.
Like, if you look at the
do music for a living.
If you look at that, but music is maths. Music
is math and math is science. Is that how you?
Exactly. If you really break it down, music is math. Okay. But anyway, Sam, the probability of there
tell
being
me about the probability. Yes.
It's huge. I don't even know the number. It's massive, bro. Listen, we occupy such a small, like we're part of a galaxy that's one of billions of galaxies, man. If they're not trillions or whatever. Sam, just think about that. Just think about how crazy it is. There's absolutely no way that we're the only life forms out there.
We can't say that for sure. we can't say there's absolutely no way.
I can say with 100% certainty that we are not alone.
Okay, so if we have now we're going to an alien deep dive. What kind of aliens what kind of extraterrestrial life are you talking about, or do you imagine there being?
It's impossible to know because apparently, so the way we depict aliens on our movies and stuff, they're very
I'm not talking about
what's the word?
I'm not talking about that.
Anthropomorphic, because we kind of try and relate them with humans, so they'll have 2 arms and whatever. But I think aliens could be very different. Like there could be a planet where the alien life or the life forms there are clouds. You know what I mean? Clouds with intelligent reasoning, or it could be trees that do you get what I mean?
How would we know that
it could
those
be
are aliens?
Weird. Because they have. You know what? If you need to watch the movie Arrival, it's an amazing.
I think I've seen that. I saw that a while ago. I saw that. It was a good movie.
Yeah, the one that really shows a very weird depiction of aliens from what we've typically come to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, this is 10 minutes of us being
This 10 minutes of
conspiracy
Afam trying
theorists.
to argue for life. I genuinely don't believe they're aliens, but that's just me. I guess we'll leave it there. And put me
It
on
would
as
be
saying
so
that
sad if
there
we
are no
were alone.
aliens. Why? I think that would be fire.
No, it's sad.
I
And
think
boring.
it's so cool. Like us being the only ones and the only species of life apart from plants on the whole Earth universe. That's crazy. That opens the door to like other things, and I'm here for it.
No, what that closes the door. We want to open the door to like, bro, imagine a time in life when we could be like, let's go to Alpha A, B, a weird planet like years away. And then we just go there and like it's a whole other like civilization. And then we go and mingle with them. And then it's a thing. And then you go and meet like, bruh, just think how interesting it would be, man. Come on.
Alien tourism sounds fire though. Bro,
Yeah, exactly. Alien tourism is where it's gonna be at,
There's
and
no
I
such
hope
thing.
that happens. Like,
I don't
well,
think
it's not gonna happen
I
in our
don't,
lifetime.
I don't think me and you are going to be around to see it though. like we might need to live past like 500 maybe to know.
Well, if you believe in reincarnation, then maybe. Anyway, guys, this is a music podcast
Doesn't
where
matter
we
if you come
talk
back as
about
a
music.
rock. You won't have the mental processes to. Let's talk about music, man.
Let's talk about music because talking about aliens is alien to this podcast. You see what I did there?
Not good.
So, so the biggest thing that happened over the past week was the Grammys were announced.
The Grammy nods, Grammy nominations.
Yeah, man. So the 66th Grammys are upon us, man. And, you know, for us, we really like to focus on the African scene. And a few Africans were nominated, some.
Yep.
And these Africans that were nominated were Burna Boy,
Yep.
Davido, Ira Star, Tyler, Make Me Sweat, Make Me... Anyway, so Tyler, and then... wait, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we only had 4 Africans nominated for the Grammys. Talk about representation.
No.
No, we also had Ashake and Olamide as well. So 6.
I think there's more though. I think the sorry, let me hold up.
I genuinely think that's it, Sam. I genuinely think that's it. I think it's Davido, Burna Boy,
the Grammys
Ira
can't.
Star, Tyler, Ashake, and Olamide.
Wow. Wait, so it's only South Africa and Nigeria. All right.
I mean, technically, there's technically there's also the producers who produced the songs in
Okay.
question and the songwriters and stuff like that. So, okay, if we're talking about the artist, then yes, fine. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, those are the ones I guess that we know, sort of.
Yeah.
I'm looking through the list. Let's see. So for best African music performance, just to run through it, Amapiano. That's not even his strongest song. Where did they put that on there? Amapiano but it's a good song, I guess. It made waves. City Boys by Burna Boy off his latest album. Unavailable by Davido and Musake, so Nigeria and South Africa on there. Rush by Ira Star, which is, man, congratulations to her. That's crazy. And Water by Tyler.
But it feels like an old song. I don't know.
Yeah, Rush Rush was released last year, was it?
Yeah,
It feels like it was
a while
released a
ago.
long time. And Water feels like it was released 2 weeks ago. So that's
I
that's
know.
That's the weird thing.
But watch Water win. Watch Water win.
I don't think they're going to give it to Water. They might give it to Davido.
I just feel like the Western media have really latched on to Tyler.
Yeah, but Davido has more connections. Davido and Burna Boy have more connections, so they might get it. They might get it.
Bro. I don't know.
I feel like
I feel like
it's like when Messi won the thing again. Like it's come on.
I feel like the powers that and Tyler is Haaland.
Oh boy, okay. Best melodic rap performance, Sitting on Top of the World by Burna Boy and 21 Savage. Sneaky 21 getting a Grammy nomination for that. Attention by Doja Cat. Oh, so it's just Burna Boy on there. The rest is all Drake and J.
It's
Cole.
just Burna Boy on there.
And then best global music performances.
I don't think Burna Boy is gonna win that one.
Oh no,
unfortunately.
No, not at all. Unless
I think they'll give it to. I think they might.
the label has a bag.
No, it's not. Because, like, listen, Attention by Doja Cat. Doja Cat right now, the industry is behind her like heavy. I mean, Spin About You by Drake and 21 Savage, bro. You see Drake, you see Lucian Grange. And then All My Life by Lil Durk and J. Cole. I mean, listen, J. Cole has been on a killer year. I hate that song though.
A lot of people hated that
by
song. That's why I'm kind of confused that it's up there. I saw a lot of negative reactions for that song.
And then Low by SZA. SZA got a ton of nominations this year. This is her year. So SZA is gonna like rake in the awards this year. So I don't think, unfortunately, I don't think Burna Boy and 21 Savage are gonna win that one.
Okay. Well,
but you were saying, what's the third one?
Third one for what? What was I talking about? I didn't remember what I was talking about. The third African. So it's best African music performance, best melodic rap performance, and then best global music performance, and then best global music album.
So who do we have in best global music performance?
As a hobo. So Shadow Forces by Arooj Aftab, VJ ER. Do you know VJ? VJ is my boy.
Nope.
And Shahaz Ismaili.
Shazad.
Shaz. Thank you. Thank you for single-handedly making me look good and bad at the same time.
Thank you.
And then Alone.
You did that to me in the beginning.
Alone by okay. So is that what we're doing now? Okay, I get it. I know what energy you're on now. I see. And then we have Alone by Burna Boy. Feel by Davido. Damn, go hold it. No, that's not the first lyric. But anyway, I really like this. I really like that song. Okay. And then Milagro y Desastre by Silvana Estrada and a bunch of other people who we do not recognize, unfortunately. Not shout out to them, obviously, prayers and...
Wow! So you don't recognize Falu and Gaurav?
Do you want me to go through...
Don't recognize...
Afam. Okay, should we go through all of them? Okay, we're going through all of them.
Edgar Maya
Pashto
and Zakir Hussain and Rakesh. You don't recognize Ibrahim
I see what you're doing.
and
I see what you're doing, and I'm just going to sidestep it. Then the last category, best global music album, Epiphanias.
Wait. Do you think the Davido and Burna Boy have a chance at winning?
They do.
Best global
they do.
music
I know we're biased, but I've heard more of those songs on. I'm scared to say it, but I've heard more
on
of
the
those
media
songs
that you're exposed to.
Yes, than. But come on. You can't do that. I get what you're saying, but I've heard more of the songs. The songs seem to have more of a global appeal.
I'm sure there's a Silvana Estrada fan out there who's like, no way anybody else deserves to win.
Yes, send Afam some hate mail. Epiphania, so best global music album. I think either I really do think Davido might win that or one of the other ones.
Okay.
But yeah. And then Epiphanias by Susanna Baca. History by Bokante. I Told Them by Burna Boy. Timeless by Davido. This Moment by Shakti. It's really Nigeria and South Africa on this.
Yeah. They're the only African countries that exist when it comes to music, unfortunately.
I don't like that. Let me just be honest with you. I don't like that. I think African music has more to offer, but just the fact that it's not marketed as much is sad. But yeah, that's the Grammys, man. Shout out to everyone who was nominated.
And the producers as well, because they're also included. Bro, I know they are like, bro, I want to put Grammy nominated producer on my bio.
Oh, everyone is already doing that. I like this time of the year because everyone is throwing that up. Oh, my first Grammy nomination
it raises,
for a sample that I made and sent out.
It raises your price. Sam, here's what I want to post to you, and I'm ambushing you with this.
Here we go.
If you were to say one Kenyan song
that can be nominated for a Grammy,
deserved to have been nominated for a Grammy, what would it be?
Man.
I'm putting you on the spot. I know that's crazy. I know. On the past Grammy year, so it's not just this year. It's up till when do they start counting? Was it like June of 2022? Whatever. Whenever they start counting.
Ooh-wee. Oh man, this is tough. I can't come up with that on the spot.
Sam, you can't crumble now.
I can't come up with that on the spot though. Let me see.
No. I'm putting you on the spot, bro. Like, yo, come up with one.
Oh, dang,
One
dang,
song
dang,
that
dang.
deserves a Grammy.
Are we talking about? We're talking about like. We're talking about like the local industry. Are we talking about just Kenyans everywhere?
We're talking as long as a Kenyan was on that song, it deserves to be nominated. May I have one, by the way?
Do you want to go ahead while I think of it? Because I'm really honestly trying to
No,
figure it out.
no.
What do you mean
no?
Oh man. Oh, this is tough. I can't say one off head. I can't. I just can't. I don't have one that I can put up now.
Okay. Well, I would be like, I think you.
That's a good question, though.
You were the key to my heart. My baby
you
never
put my
get
baby up
me
there.
down. I'd put my baby there, and I'd also put. I think Angela by Boutros also can count. Because I think that was a really big song as well. I would be like best global like performance or whatever. Yeah, I think those two songs.
I'm a
were
little
really
confused
dope for
about
me.
the performance. What they
mainstream,
mean
but
by performance. It seems like the performance is more of the performance
Sam,
of the marketing team.
I get your confusion, but I think the people want to know what one song would you put on the Grammys for that's Kenyan.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Why are you putting me on the spot? I don't know.
Okay, we might have to move on from this segment.
Maybe I'll get back. I'll, if I think of one, I'll let you know. But I don't know. If I think of one,
Okay.
I'll tell you. I just don't know of it.
Would you put either my baby or Angela in that conversation
No.
or no?
No,
Wow.
No, not at all.
Wow.
not at. No, of course, there's no.
Wow.
Don't do that.
Wow.
Don't do that. But no, I wouldn't be putting.
The title
any
of
them
this
up there.
podcast will be Sam does not like BN or Boutros.
Let's do it.
I'm
Yes,
not joking.
let's
I'm
do
joking.
it. Let's do it. Yeah, let's make that the title for sure. It's going to get clicks, won't it?
I'm joking, but it would get clicks to be honest. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, so just shout out to all the producers, the writers, the engineers. Engineers usually aren't recognized as much as other people, but it's
But shout out to them.
their fault.
Shout out to them. We recognize you.
Yes, we do.
The 30% pod boys will validate you guys
You
because
can
you
have your
deserve it.
30%
And we
podcast
understand-
engineering Grammy.
We understand your struggles. The person I'm happy for, and I know a lot of people will come at me for this, is Ice Spice. She got like 4 nominations. A lot of people are like, ew, like yuck, like she doesn't deserve that. But
I might be with a lot of
support
people.
The girlies in rap.
I'm a
man.
lot of
Come
people.
on, I support them.
I'm a lot of people.
So you don't support the girlies in rap, Sam? That's what you're saying?
You know what? I support the girlies in rap so much that I feel like one of them deserves it more than Ice Spice. How about that, Afam?
Oh yeah, then please kindly name the one that you say.
No,
deserves.
you can't be putting me on the spot like that. That's not good. That's not how this works.
No.
You know how
If
things
think
are.
Ice Spice-
If you put me on the spot and then I say something wild, and then now all of a sudden,
Yeah,
I'm
but
at
that's
fault
what's
for
gonna take us out of here in
Out
the
of
name
here,
of
right?
other
Out of here, for sure.
famous podcasters.
Out of here.
Anyway, shout out to Ice Spice. I support you even if the whole
wait,
world
hold up.
does
Did
not.
Rema get anything? You got a nomination. Did Rema get a nomination?
No way, Rema
Wait,
didn't get
hold up.
anything.
Did Rema get? This is weird. This is kind of crazy.
What?
I thought they would have given everything to him.
Wait, when did Calm Down come out? I think that came out in 2021. Guys,
Okay,
this is an audio-only podcast.
Sorry, we're googling
And
things.
we're
we
very
want to
silent.
present-
But what was
want to
happening
present the
was
right
we were
information to
both
you.
in shock.
Yeah, no, but
No, we were both in shock actually.
so 22. Apparently, what do you call it? Calm Down was released in 22, so they can't put that up there. That
but
doesn't make
early
any sense.
2022.
Wait, what? What's going on? Or was it released before this recent Grammy cycle year? It's so weird that Rema doesn't
But
have
I feel like Rush. I feel like
nomination.
Rush would have come out earlier even.
Because Calm Down will have won if it was nominated, for sure. With Selena Gomez, of course. Anyway,
Hey, man, I
sorry.
don't know. Maybe they didn't submit it
Sorry,
or
Rema.
something. But that doesn't make sense because Rush came out in 2021. There's no way.
That's strange.
there's-
What's Don Jazzy up to? What's Don Jazzy up to?
Wait, Sam, I'm actually very perplexed. Why isn't Rema on there? Oh, that is weird.
Because that was the biggest Afrobeat song ever of all time, according to the numbers.
and it came out after Rush. Yeah, Rush came. I feel like Rush came out ages ago. Why isn't Rema on here, Sam?
Ooh, Ooh, that's a great question. Now I'm interested in what's happening behind the doors.
Yo, Don Jazzy needs to.
Well, his artist was nominated. I don't think he doesn't care. Another of his artists was nominated.
Okay, hold up.
So
I am reading an article that says media personality queries Rema's exclusion as Ashake and others make the list. Nigerian UK-based media personality Adesope, I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't know, aka Shop Saidu, has reacted to the recently released 24 Grammys list. He expressed disappointment over Rema's absence from the list. He says, "My disappointment stems from the fact that Rema did not receive a Grammy nomination, despite the fact that other global artists like Ashake, Fireboy, Olamide." But he's just expressing his disappointment.
Yeah.
It turns out Rema was likely excluded from the list because his hit song Calm Down, including the remix with Selena Gomez, was released in 2022. But Rush was released what? I'm confused.
that's some strange math these guys are doing. Strange math. But he has submitted for the 2024 Grammys, so what? 2024 Grammys is the ones we're waiting for, right? So he was snubbed. Oh.
Yo, prayers and blessings to everybody involved.
Dang,
Because
that's
clearly,
craziness. Yo,
yeah,
so he'll have to top again. He might have to, but he's on a hot streak. So is he ever going to top Calm Down now to be able to get
even
that?
our pardon?
Is he ever going to top Calm Down now or get up there like that to be able to be recognized again?
No, Calm Down was the one, man. Calm Down was the one. Oh, man, I feel so gutted for Rema. Oh, man, why is he not on this list? That's horrible. This is horrible. Anyway, another snub was Pink Panthers, man. You know, rapping the African audience as well.
Kenya.
So,
Um,
anyway, whatever. Yeah, any other Grammy takes? I don't know.
No, well, there's the. I don't want to be. There's the original. I mean, I like to see who wins. Because that will determine. To me, rather, let me say to me, that will determine whether this is political or not. But again, of course, it's very subjective. So there's no way I can really say that for a fact. Because looking at, I think there's just a lot of musicians in Africa that are making great music that it's not heard, and so that becomes the difficulty in picking like good songs, and good artists. But at the same time, I know that they can't really go deep down into everything. Plus, you also have to submit your music, so there's like many aspects to it.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to African music, I'm just really hoping it's not political, just again because of just the movement that's happening now, which is good. I'm glad to see that Rema wasn't nominated, low key, because
What?
that shows me that it's not just doesn't matter how popular.
Yes, it does. Well,
I'm contradicting
it does.
myself.
It does
I'm
matter.
thinking about it. Yeah, I'm contradicting myself. It
does matter very much so.
My
but
point is not fully
there's
baked.
more to. There's probably more to it than meets the eye.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I really
So,
hope that there's more to at least for the first few years that we're getting like a whole bunch of Africa, and then afterwards we know what it's going to be. So
Yeah.
and shout out them, shout out to everyone, and the Grammys for recognizing.
Congratulations to everybody, every
Nigeria
single
and South
person,
Africa.
especially Africans who were nominated.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, big
Bro was
news
quick to jump
is
into
also.
a segue.
Yeah, big news has also been rocking the music industry world.
Yeah.
This is more global. We reported on this briefly, I believe 2 weeks ago. Spotify has the whole like directive where they're kind of changing their royalty system, and they're moving it from the current prorata model, and they're kind of shifting it slowly, slightly into a more user-centric kind of thing, but they're kind of putting their own spin on things where it's gonna mostly benefit artists who are doing better on the platform than artists who are bringing in lesser streams. So they finally put a number to the bullet that they issued.
Big 1000.
Yeah. So essentially, from next year, as from Q1 of 2024, tracks on Spotify will have to be played 1,000 times
before they
start earning money. Now, the caveat here is this 1,000 streams will still be generating revenue or royalty, whatever's, but that money will be redirected from the artists who are not meeting that threshold, and that what they're calling 0.5% of, because they calculate it to be essentially what I'm trying to say is they calculate the amount of revenue generated by artists who are unable to meet the 1,000 play per year threshold to be round about 0.5% of Spotify's total revenue. And they're going to redirect that 0.5 to people who, according to their eyes, deserve it more, aka people who the remaining 99.5% who make
so nasty, man. That's
so essentially what you're doing is you're stealing
dirty
from the poor to make the rich
it
richer.
Feels dirty is what it feels
This is
like.
reverse Robin Hood. This is reverse Robin Hood.
Oh my God, it feels dirty is what it feels like. Because I mean, so now if you get 1,000, well, that's like what, 3 to 5 cents? It's not much.
No. 5 cents is 200, so it's 5 times 5, it's 25 cents, more or less.
25
cents in dollars.
For 1,000 plays?
Yeah, more, something like that.
Yeah, oof. I can't. What? How do you sit in a boardroom and just decide that that's going to happen? How? And I know last time I was on when we were talking about this before, I was on their side, but I was on their side in the aspect of they're doing part of this to curb some of the label. What do you call it? That the label is trying to finesse and
so.
But yo,
so Sam, so this is how they justify, and I'm not arguing for them. So what they're saying is, a lot of these people who generate less than 1,000 streams per song annually, the money, so they're being distributed by specific distribution platforms, right? And these distribution platforms, if you've ever distributed with them, I'm just talking to the audience, you'll notice that you have to reach a certain threshold to even be able to withdraw money. They'll be like, maybe you have to have $10 or $50, and that's when you can start withdrawing. So their argument is that for a lot of these tracks, the artists are not even able to withdraw said money from the distribution companies. So there's a lot of money that's just sitting idle in banks and whatever because it's not really been withdrawn because they haven't made the threshold. But obviously I can see how the distribution companies might take offense to this.
They're definitely going to take offense to that because that's their bag.
Them.
That's their bag.
I'm sure there's a bag there. Yeah. There's a bag for little monies, because when
it doesn't
you just,
matter because a little money from a million people is a lot of money to them. So and
it's
no money to us.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So that's that's one justification. The other justification obviously is the people doing fraudulent stuff with the streaming, which we talked about last 2 weeks ago. So you can listen to that later. I mean, in the episode 49. And what other justification do they have?
Thinking about that
obviously,
more, they should be able to come up with a way for them to curb fraud without taking from
because there's people who are genuinely releasing music and they're not trying to game the system, but they're going to be affected by this, right? The other justification, and this isn't really it's not really a justification, but the music industry is trying to increase the, what do they call it, the bottom line or whatever. They're trying to increase the revenue because if we look at the Spotify platform, the artists who do really well or the artists really carrying the platform are the ones who are affiliated with the major labels and major distribution companies. And so that money is really, really, like if we really look at it, it's going back into the bigger labels. So they have the bigger, they have the most to gain from this type of thing happening.
The question, you had mentioned it earlier, the question would now become, what stops them from deciding that, you know what, 1,000 is not good enough? How about let's throw it up to 5,000?
5,000
Let's throw it
is-
up to 10,000.
That
What stops them from doing
is
that?
the problem. Because Sam, listen, if now, okay, 1,000, I get it. You can really hustle and try and get 1,000.
It's crazy
streamed.
to me
No,
that
not to say-
1,000
no,
is such a low threshold in people's eyes. Do you know if you can get 1,000 people to listen to your music, that's
I know
massive.
it's difficult, but like Sam, once they start and they're like, okay, it's now 5. Because where do we draw the line? They could say it's 5,000. They could say it's 10,000. At that point,
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people will be discouraged from actually, like, especially like you're starting out, you're independent.
Yeah,
like,
of course you're not
how
going to
am I
have
gonna
a
try and
billion
finesse,
streams
like,
in fact, I'm
So-
releasing music like soon, and it's just like I'm like, oh boy.
hey,
As a-
Sam is released.
As a new artist, it's like, okay, all right, because you don't want to be focused on the numbers. But then when people start playing these games now, it's just like, actually, you can just use this mentality to this news to abandon numbers completely. And thankfully, it's just Spotify. We don't know about Apple Music and Tidal, and all the others, but they probably
But
will
they'll
follow
probably
suit.
follow suit.
Yeah, because Spotify
because
seems to be
Spotify
the
is the
standard.
biggest player.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll probably follow suit. And bruh, listen, they're expecting around about 40 million in terms of revenue to come from this move. And that's going to be redistributed to the remaining 99.5%.
I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. It's
So this is a slimy. For me, this is a slimy user-centric model because essentially the user-centric model is supposed to be Afam listens to 100% Drake,
Yeah.
right? And so therefore, 100% of
Should
the
go to
money
Drake.
that Afam spends on the platform should go to Drake.
Yeah.
I kind of get that. I mean, it sucks because at the same time, 100% of the money that Afam is currently spending to pay for Spotify
Yeah.
is also being pulled towards like other like upcoming artists because there's a pro rata like way of distributing the monies. So it's not necessarily going only to the artists who I listen to. So that kind of helps the smaller artists in some way. But you see, it's a double-edged sword because if you're a small artist and you can amass like a small kind of following for yourself and 100% of the money that they spend is going to you, you know what I mean? That's also beneficial.
Yeah.
This, what Spotify is doing is kind of slimy because you're.
Do we know
you're
if
just
YouTube
taking
does the
money
same
from
thing? Because YouTube is the only platform that I know that has sort of the same model where if you're under a subscriber,
Actually, I mean, if we're talking about it, YouTube is also in the mix of being kind of evil because, like they say, you have to have a certain threshold of
Yeah.
is it subscribers,
but it's still going to run the ads on those
start being
videos.
paid. Yeah, they're still gonna run the ads. They're still gonna be generating revenue. So it's still taking money from less whatever popular YouTube channels and dumping that money somewhere else. Maybe they're eating it themselves. I don't know how I haven't done too much research on how YouTube operates, but I'm pretty sure it's
craziness.
similar.
It's craziness.
It is.
crazy.
It's kind of crazy, but like
I don't like it at all.
that's life. But this is big news. So if you're planning on releasing music, I think you have to have a solid plan as to how you're going to
get
amass
your
1,000
marketing.
plays.
And it's so sad because now it's 1,000, bro. Like even that is how many cents? Oh man, I want to cry.
It's nothing.
I want to cry
It's
for the
nothing.
music world. I want to cry.
Yeah, the money is especially from streaming, it's just very not great.
Yeah, streaming shouldn't be revenue. You should find other revenues of making money, which actually I guess leads into our next topic, or next mention.
Yeah.
Shout out to, and I think she's one of the ones who I've seen doing this. I've not seen too many Kenyan artists do this. Maybe the artists doing this and they're not like posting about it or talking about
Being
it.
recognized.
Yeah, I mean, we've known Zinnia to write for. She's written for a bunch of artists. Just recently, she's written for Brandy and what's the other one?
Rosalia.
Yes, of course, and we know her right for.
Is it Rosalia?
Right.
It's
it
no,
right.
not Rosalia. Oh my God. It's Rosie. Sorry. Go ahead though.
Yeah. And now we knew that she's known that she's written for Tiana Taylor and all stuff. So it's just different ways of getting a bag in music and just working on your craft so much that you're able to get into those spaces. So just congratulations to her. She's really, I think she's one of the ones who's really setting the pace in terms of the writing aspect of it. So it's really good to see. It's good to see. It's an encouragement to other artists. It's an encouragement to me. There's other forms. There's other bags to be gotten. There's other sources of income in the music industry rather than just streaming. And a lot of them have more. You have more control and a better return on your investment.
Yeah.
So like touring, merchandise, which a lot of people here don't really focus on, or I've not seen them focus on. So yeah, man, that's cool. Congratulations to Xenia.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, congratulations to Xenia and her team, bro. And
they keep finding these. That's fire, man. You don't need a team like that.
And the god of Xenia, man, whoever she prays to, man, is doing the thing, man, doing the business. Cause bro,
the god of
everything
Xenia
seems to just be. I mean, as far as music is concerned, everything just seems to be going.
It's just wins after wins after wins, which is great.
Yeah, so just to correct myself, the artist is Rosemary, and she wrote the song Same Page on the EP Rock Paper Scissors Recut. So
this should really be an encouragement, and then, the cool thing, to other people.
It is. And the cool thing is like she showed like the behind the scenes of her actually making the demos.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys listening will know that like in the music industry, like all these guys have people helping them write songs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the genius behind like all these hit makers, like Beyonce, all these guys, Rihanna, we know famously Thames wrote for Rihanna recently.
Yeah.
You will have people behind the scenes writing the hits for you guys, and then you guys will have it presented to you by the people that you really fuck with.
I do think some of these bigger artists, I think some of these bigger artists, honestly, they in some of their NDAs, like you're not allowed to show like the behind the scenes.
Like even
selected.
I find it interesting because like even if you check the Brandy song, you can't see Xenia's name credited.
I would think the bigger artists would keep that under lock. You can't just go in there with your phone.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's expected though, right?
Listen, representation matters. I don't think it's all right. I think representation matters, and it's really dope if you go to a Brandy song and you see Xenia's name. That being said, she's very clearly credited on the Rosemary song.
But she's not credited.
But anyway.
Yeah. She's not credited on the...
you can't see it on the credits. You could probably see it maybe if you check like something like Genius, where
something with more data.
Put way more metadata. Yeah. But anyway, shout out to Xenia. And if you guys, like Sam was saying, there's so many different bags you can get in the music industry, and songwriting is a big one just because of so many avenues that songwriting covers. Because you see, the thing about songwriting is not just about the recorded process, what people call the master. It's not just about that's generating revenue for you. What you're also generating revenue from is what we call the underlying music. So if this music, even if it's somebody puts it in a show, but they're just playing the keys or they're humming it or whatever, that is going to generate revenue for you as a songwriter. So it's not just about the recorded thing. Like if somebody interprets your song into like a flute or whatever, you still need to get paid because you wrote that song.
Exactly,
you wrote
that piece
the underlying music.
Yeah.
Exactly. So songwriting has so many bags when it comes to sync, when it comes to TV, when it comes to your music being performed at a bar, at a restaurant, at a show, at a whatever, at a salon. That's money coming to you. So songwriting actually is one of the more lucrative ways of making money. And also songwriters in America have the added advantage of getting revenue for music that's played on radios, which is crazy because artists don't get paid for music played on radio, but songwriters do. Sam, that's a fun fact. That's not very fun, but like it's unfortunate, but it's something that happens. So like this music fact. That Xenia, like now if a radio station is playing the song that Brandy recorded on the radio, Brandy is not making money, but Xenia is, and that's kind of crazy. So anyway, being a songwriter is really dope. You should like really try and get yourself into that space because you can make a bunch of money.
It's also it's just I guess to wrap that up. It's also not just about writing lyrics or like melodies. People like Kanye, he's known for like if I had a story of like if like someone comes to deliver what do you call it? Deliver like pizza at their session and something.
Yeah.
And the guy is wearing a gray jacket and Kanye puts that in a song. That guy can also be credited as a songwriter. Like it also has to do with ideas and just it's not just what I'm trying to say, it's not just lyrics and beats or melodies. Like it's also ideas and concepts and all that business. So there's a lot. The pool is wide. I mean, the gate is wider for people to open. But of course now it has to be good. Like it has to be purposeful and it has to be palatable. Not just I have an idea about a shoe and then
no, and crucially the people have to credit you.
Please. We're not going to have this conversation now, but I'm tired of seeing people crediting everyone except the people who've come up with the music. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I'm tired of it.
But anyway, shout out to Xenia. She's killing it as usual.
Yep.
I mean, bruh, I feel like we talk about Xenia like
and we say that we talk about her a lot. So let's just keep it pushing. Just mention it and keep it pushing. Shout out to her though. Like that's not a slight to her. Like she's setting the pace for a lot of Kenyan and upcoming Kenyan artists, which is great.
So, I mean, I'll just glance on this really quick. So apparently the new Kekobo chairperson reinstates the CMO's licenses. So I think we reported this a while ago.
Yeah.
But the CMOs were not allowed to collect royalties, but now they are. And so as from 1st of November, as from 8th of November, MCSK, Prisk, as well as Camp will be able to collect royalties for the next 6 months because they secured a permit to do so. The new Kekobo chairperson, Joshua Kutun, said that the licenses will be effective for 6 months beginning 8th November. So that I guess so I mean there's so many like gray areas. Does that mean like for the period where they have not been able to collect money,
yes, that's what I'm sitting here
artists,
confused about.
Like where did that money go if the CMOs were unable to collect that money? And then ultimately it's horrible. It's a horrible situation. But listen, at least the CMOs are allowed
it feels like they're using
money.
Artists and their royalties like they're bargaining a toy. Like it just seems so unserious. Is what it seems like.
It is. But you see, I feel like the fact that there's all this huge back and forth about like securing a permit to collect, etc., it means there's actually like a significant pool of money that's being generated by music.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And hopefully that money can find its way to the artists, rightful owners, such as the artists. So what we'll do, Sam, is from this 6 months, let's keep an eye on the CMOs and hope that artists can see higher revenue statements from these collective.
Yeah, the other thing is, do we know whether they've revised their system or they're just going back to their old notes in terms of collecting?
Well, I don't know, but I guess this is why we also have like new organizations like Reich cropping up to kind of like bridge all these like gray areas and stuff. So anyway, that's news. That's big news for Kenyan music. But is it really big? Because is it really gonna amount into something?
We don't know. We shall see.
Yeah. New music, Sam.
New music.
What were you listening to?
Let me go. There's a whole bunch of drops. Shout out to Blinky Bill. He released a song called Dracula, produced by Dilly. Yes, sorry, I was trying to figure out. Blinky Bill, produced by Dilly. Let's see. Bien released True Love. Is this a second single? I think this is a second single, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's the second single in a short period of time.
Yeah, so he's gearing up for the album.
Spotify song.
Okay, yes. So he's gearing up for his album.
It's a good rollout. It's a good rollout, actually.
It is. I don't know whether it's planned, but the Spotify thing just landed in the middle of it, and I'll take it. It's like I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it. Or maybe he planned his rollout around that, which would be brilliant. So yes, his project is called upcoming project. I think it's called Alusa. Why Are You Topless? Which is a very interesting name for an album, but I like it. Okelo Max and the Habo released a song called Sankololo.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Sankololo.
Of course, Pink Panthers released an album, Heaven Knows.
Shout out to her,
played
man.
her on the podcast. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to listen to all the tracks yet, but I can't wait to listen to new Pink Panthers.
Nyokabi Karaoke, of course, was the latest addition to the Colors show, and she it's dropped. It's called Nazama. So fire song. Her music is very unique, very, very, very chill, very ethereal.
We've played her on the podcast. We played her on the podcast once. So shout out to her, man. Her music is so unique, like you said.
What else did I listen to? Honestly, what else did I listen to? I guess I could talk about it. We listened to Liboy. Liboy recently dropped a project called Safari, and I enjoyed it. I genuinely enjoyed. I like her style.
Likewise.
Yeah, I like her style. She does the and I got this from the most recent project. She does the like that style. What's the official name for that style of music? The very Afrocentric, very percussion based.
Yeah, I don't have the name.
Yeah, she does that style, but then it has a lot of like pop melodies in it, which I really enjoy. So yeah, she dropped projects called Safari.
I believe when we went for the listening party for Udulele, she played, I think it was Zuri or Nengua. She played one of them.
Yeah, from the project.
It was really dope. So it was nice hearing it now, like on like a project.
Yeah.
My favorite song was definitely Salama. That song has crack in it. Like I was listening to it like so many times.
Yeah.
Especially when she gets into that Alama thing. Like it's so catchy.
It's fire. And the band was going crazy too.
They were, man. Yeah, and cool I really liked how her vocals were mixed, especially on that Salama song. Like, I think it sounded really, really good. So shout out to the engineer who did that.
That's dope. What else were you rocking with?
There was Kina X-Ray, Benzema, and Nelly the Goon.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that song?
I gave it a listen, yeah. I probably have to go back again and maybe listen to it with keener ears.
Hatukosi Raha.
Yes.
It was interesting. I liked it. Let's see. You've kind of covered so many songs already. Let me see. Did I listen to anything unique from what you were mentioning? Hold up. Heart is Racing by Mwan and Jinku. Did you listen to that?
Yes, we did. I liked it. I liked the beat. The beat was interesting. It was
like drum and bass inspired.
Yeah, drum and bass
like
inspired.
A slower drum and bass.
Yeah, that was cool. I like the experimenting.
You know me, I'm gonna always
lean towards
that type
drum and bass
vibe.
for sure.
Shout out to the EA Wave guys. It's so dope to see how they've all like gone their separate ways and what they're doing.
Yeah.
You see Jinku doing his thing. You see Nu Funk doing his thing. You see Ukweli creating superstars like Zinia. And you see Hiribai. I mean, we saw Hiribai already has that. We reported on the Jägermeister like thing.
Yeah.
So EA Wave have had like a huge...
They've they have a little bit of influence in that area. Like there's something to learn from watching how they moved, I guess. That's fire.
Yeah. Other song I listened to that I really liked was Tesla, Talk to Me. We've reported on Tesla before, but this is I think I want to say my favorite song of Tesla's that I've listened to that's come out. It features Junior Gentle, who I believe is from Uganda, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, Tesla is famously signed to Black Market Records, and I think this is a good song. I actually really like the beat as well.
It's fine.
So yeah,
let me see
shout
who
out
that
to
was
what they got
produced by.
going on
Produced by Bossman.
over. He bossed it, bro. He bossed it.
Indeed.
Let me see. Did I listen to anything else that was particularly? You mentioned Dracula by Blinky Bill, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Is he
Then I guess
preparing
that's
for an
what I
album?
listened to.
I don't know. I think he is.
I don't
actually.
know, but we've been seeing a lot of Blinky
Yeah, I
Bill
think he might be.
and just a band like activity
Yeah.
in the past few weeks. So they're really putting themselves in our faces, which is nice.
It's very rollouty behavior.
Yeah. Sam, what would you like to play for the end of the podcast?
I think there's a number of them. Salama is definitely really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I would like to play True Love by BN. I like BN. I like a lot of times I like his songwriting, and I just think this song is it's just a good song. It features vocals by him, a couple of people. I can hear Gordon. I think Gordon is a Wodomolo. He's a producer. You probably heard him before. Andrew Smart, Samuel Owuku. It's produced by Andrew Smart and Sammy Soso. It's just a fire song.
Yeah, and I appreciate the artwork. The artwork is very reminiscent of Paramore stuff.
It's very dope. It's very dope. So yeah, here's True Love by BN.
True love is given into temptation. Not too naive to understand my blessing. Celebrating that God created you. True love is staying up past midnight. Late night conversating about this life. Your beauty on the outside and inside. You're pretty, so me I get to know you. Don't tell a lie, me and tell the truth. Nobody else that I could do. This loving feels like I'm in a mood. I just wanna get to know ya. My arms round and hold ya. You are designed with me in mind, my love. I love you till this life is over. Lonely you in life before, yeah. You are designed with me in mind, my love. True love is putting someone before you. Time is so precious, I can't afford to waste a second if she's not by my side. True love is more than wedding bands on you, holding you down when the world falls on you, seeing the world in somebody else's eyes. You're pretty, so me I get to know you. Don't tell a lie, me and tell the truth. Nobody else that I could do. This loving feels like I'm in a mood. I just wanna get to know ya. My arms round and hold ya. You are designed with me in mind, my love. I love you till this life is over. Lonely you in life before, yeah. You are designed with me in mind, my love.
That was Bien with True Love. Bien Aime Baraza with True Love. It's fire joint, man. It's dope.
Shout out to BN.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the album now. Like I like to see what he is, because he's one of the ones that we really look up to. So I like to see what he has to offer.
So you said the album is gonna be called Alusa. Why are you topless?
Yes. I think that's fire. I don't know why, but I just it's a strange name for an album, but that's so fire to me. I don't know why, man. It's so fire. And then it's also interesting that he's doing this like right immediately after the South Soul period, full stop. So It's interesting to see.
Yeah.
To see that. Like he's coming out of the gate like, all right, we're done. I'm not. So that's pretty good to do. It's not like taking a break.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man.
Yeah, it is. Shout out to BN. Yeah, so that was episode 51, man. Sam, we've done this for one episode more than 50, which is really, really dope. And that's also quick maths.
Very quick.
Yeah, man.
Rapid maths.
I hope you enjoyed this. Extraterrestrial edition
you think
of the
aliens exist.
30%
Aliens don't
podcast.
exist, but
They do.
They don't exist.
They are 100%
Not at all.
do.
No. We're
Yes,
the only
they
ones
do.
on this world, and we need to be okay with that. That's our problem as human beings. We're just not okay with things.
We can't.
We need to be okay
I feel
with
like
it.
being if you think we are the only people in this universe, I feel like it's very, very egocentric.
It's not, but that's the thing. I'm not even doing it with any ego at all. I'm just doing it based off.
This is like when back in the day they thought that all the planets and all the heavenly bodies revolved around the sun. Revolved around the earth. And then who was it who said that, actually guys, I think you're wrong. And then they almost killed the guy. There's a guy, I don't know if it's Aristotle or whoever. Somebody said, I think the earth actually revolves around the sun. And then guys were like, no way, that is blasphemous. So anyway, I feel like there's no way that the earth is the center and we're the only people who have life. No way. Huh?
I feel like that's the only way. It just makes sense. It makes sense to me.
It's all we know, but it's not. Anyway, guys, that was episode 51. Hopefully you guys had an enjoyable time listening to this edition of the podcast as we did delivering it.
Wow.
I would urge you guys to listen to us on the following platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, which will be no more in a few. And lastly, you can also listen to us on Anchor Podcasts. You can also find us on
everywhere.
Social medias such as Instagram. You can find us on Threads. You can find us on X.
Yep.
You can also find us on LinkedIn. And those will be the 30% pod on all those platforms.
In real life.
In real life, you can find us. Just say, "Hey yo, Sam. Hey yo, Afam. What's up?" And we're gonna respond. Oh, also, lastly, before I forget, shout out to Hafare for inviting us to. Bro, we didn't even talk about this. What's wrong with us, man? This should have been at the beginning of the podcast. But anyway, Hafare invited us to a mixer that was
very industry
centered around Mdundo. It was this is now like when we talk about peak music industry events. This was a peak music industry event. So shout out to Hafare. You guys will know hosts Breaking Hearts with Suki, and he also works at Mdundo, and so he invited us, and we just got to mix and intermingle with a lot of music industry, like movers and shakers, people behind the scenes. You guys don't even know, like, the
shakers.
You know what I mean? Even me, I was there, like, learning. I was like, oh shit, like this person does this. I was like, oh wait, I was like, you know what I mean? So even me, I'm like, wow. So shout out to Hafari for that. And so the Pod Boys were outside. It's becoming more of a common occurrence than it is uncommon, which is interesting and weird for two introverts like me and Sam.
You're going to be forced out of the intro. You have to put your smiles on now. Put your smiles on. But that's all the industry is smiling. Smiling and waving. But it's great. That's what pushes the music culture forward.
And then saying it's such a shame how streaming is doing.
Yeah. Going to have these conversations in depth, but not really with other people who claim to care, but I don't know if they do. It's lovely. It's lovely.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking around. But guys, thank you guys so much for the support. Yeah. And we will catch you on episode 52.